guys, and then I have some of my favorite books that I read in 2022. I don't have all of my favorite books because some of them are on my Kindle, which is dead right now. It's actually charging because I used it today at work. But I do have like kind of an idea of what books are on there, so hopefully I can kind of share with you some of those as well. So let's get started. I'll show you the journals first. So the first one is the 5-minute journal. I originally got this, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. I got my first one. I have since bought it for like 2 or 3 friends, I think, for like Christmas or birthday presents here and there. But this is a brand new one that I got for 2023 because I had filled up my last one. I never journaled. It was very hard for me to journal. I was always very very selective as to what I wrote in my journal. If I ever tried to journal, it was very hard for me to. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have kind of pretty severe ADHD, and I just kept like getting confused and sidetracked of what I wanted to put in there, and I felt like it was just hard for me to sit and journal with no prompt. So I originally found this and I loved it. So I just flipped to a random page, but basically, so this part is for the morning and this part is for at night. So you'll have the date at the top, you'll have a quote, and then it says, I'm grateful for. It'll give you 3 things. What would make today great? 3 things. 1 daily affirmation, and then at night you kind of finish off the day with highlights from the day and what is something that I learned today. And that is on all of the days, all of the pages, and it is actually so beyond helpful to have that prompt because it really challenges you to think about one good thing that happened that day, one thing that you learned, one thing that you're grateful for. Even if you leave 2 of the spaces blank, it's still one thing, and it just helps you to kind of start off the day with a positive mindset, which I find is kind of harder than you think it is. So I really appreciated like the prompts in this, and I got it for a number of friends as I said previously, and they all really enjoyed as well. So I really like it. It comes in a bunch of different colors. This one is just like a plain like neutral beige shade, but it does come in green, blue, purple, pink, I think, maybe black, I'm not sure, but I absolutely love it. So yes, and then this is actually pretty new to me. I have not really explored this yet. This is the Do It For Yourself Motivational Journal. It is purple with orange writing. My lighting is going to make it look a little silly, but I saw this on, I think, TikTok. I'm not sure. And basically, it's just a very fun looking motivational journal. As you can tell by the letters, it's kind of funky. The back is all orange. It says, embarking on a new project, planning your future, just trying to get through the day. No matter what your goal is, learning how to stay motivated is the key to making things happen. So it has like a bunch of different colored pages, an introduction. I'm just gonna flip to a random page. There are an incredible 1,440 minutes in for each of them. Just things like that. I really have been into journals like this in the past probably year and a half, just because I find it like just so nice to have to challenge your brain to think of something positive, because I'm at times a very pessimistic person, and I can be very realistic and very just negative about things. But having something like this, like, yes, there might be an issue, but you are challenged, you are prompted to think of one thing that could fix it, one solution to that issue, instead of just complaining about the issue itself. And for me, I'm a very, like, logistic person, I guess. Like, if it's written in here and there's a prompt for me, I'm going to do it. So I like that there's that in there. So, like, I have to come up with a solution. I can't just read it and be like, whatever, never mind. Like, my brain is going to tell me, like, no, it's incomplete. You've complained about an issue. You've written it down. Now you have to come up with a solution. And challenging my brain to think of something positive, think of a solution, is just really helpful. And I really, really enjoy things like that. So I'm really excited to use this year. I'll keep you guys updated if it's in like a favorites video. You'll know that I really enjoy it. So yeah. Okay, on to the books. So this one, in all honesty, I have not read yet, but I did want to share it with you guys because I am very excited about it. It is called The Last Thing He Told Me, and it's by Laura Dave. I saw this on another ASMR creators like book haul, I think, and I'm very excited about it. I am a true crime junkie. I watch all the true crime, everything, all the documentaries, all the Netflix shows, any cop show, anything. I've seen it. I just enjoy it so much. Like, I absolutely enjoy it so much. So things like this, I really, really enjoy. Basically, I think it's about, I don't even want to like summarize it poorly, but I think it's about a husband that, before he disappears, before Owen Michaels disappears, he manages to smuggle one note to his beloved wife of 1 year. Protect her. Despite her confusion and fear, Hannah Hall knows exactly to whom the note refers. Owen's 16-year-old daughter, Bailey. Bailey, who lost her mother tragically as a child. Bailey, who wants absolutely nothing to do with her new stepmother, as Hannah's increasing desperate calls to Owen go unanswered as the FBI arrests Owen's boss as a U.S. Marshal and federal agents arrive. Oh my gosh. I felt like I was gonna cough. Arrive at her home unannounced. Hannah quickly realizes her husband isn't who he said he was. There's more, but I'm not gonna read the rest of it because I have to get through this video. But it just sounded like a true crime, like, dream, so I'm very excited about it. The next two books are by Colleen Hoover. Now, I don't want to hear it in the comments. I understand that she has done some very controversial things. I read these in early 2022, before any of that came out, and I really respect her position on writing. You can fight with me in the comments. I'm not going to deal with it. I just want to talk about these books. The first one is called It Ends With Us. I'm sure you've heard by now that Blake Lively will be playing Lily from the book relationship is not always what it truly is, and how dangerous that is for a lot of people. And I really respect her way of writing. However, the It Starts With Us, which was the prequel that came out after that book, was not my favorite. I did not love it as much as I thought I was going to, which kind of upset me. I just thought it was kind of like compared to that one. So take that how you will. Ugly Love is another one that is quite similar. This one deals with Tate and Miles. Miles is a pilot, and Tate is basically his neighbor, kind of, from what I remember, and they're friends, but there's always, like a love interest, but then there's just a lot of ugliness that also comes with it. I also think that this book falls under the same line of it's done very, very well, but you can tell it's not like your normal love story. It's not your traditional rom-com. There's a darker side to it. There are 4 prompts on the back that says hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, love gets ugly. And that is a perfect summary of this book. 110%. I loved it. Another book that I absolutely love that is on my Kindle was The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I thought that book was done so very well. Oh my goodness. One of my friends actually told me to read it, and I was like, okay. I didn't have any new books at the time. I was like, whatever. So I downloaded it, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought that it was done really, really well. If you kind of know the backstory, it kind of helps a little bit. I did read Malibu Rising, which I honestly didn't love, but they do kind of overlap somehow. I can't really remember because I did read it 6 or 7 months ago, but they do kind of overlap in terms of characters. So if you've read Malibu Rising, you might be able to tell some kind of correlation. I have also read all of the Summer I Turned Pretty books, and then the books after, the whole series pretty much. I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. It was okay. It was probably a 7 or 8 out of 10. It wasn't my absolute favorite, but there's that as well. This book is by Emily Henry, and it's The People We Meet on Vacation. I read this book on vacation. Basically, it's about 2 people named Poppy and Alex who go on vacation together every single year. They have a falling out. They decide to go on one last vacation together because Poppy is just kind of not doing well. She's stuck in this kind of unmotivated rut, I guess one could say. I really don't know. You kind of have to read it. I'm trying not to spoil it, but it wasn't my absolute favorite book by any means, but I did think it was quite cute. It's not anywhere near Colleen Hoover type books. It's very much I wouldn't say PG-13, but it doesn't have any of the bad, it's pretty surface level, pretty lovey-dovey kind of, but I think it was really interesting. It was a good book to read in the summertime. It was very fitting. She is the author of Beach Read, which I have not read yet, but I did just order. So, I also just ordered the book Before You Knew My Name, which is also, I think, a true crimey kind of book, if I remember correctly. So, hopefully, they come, and hopefully I enjoy them quite soon. But yes, so I'm sorry that this video is kind of rushed. My phone is dying, but it's know some of your book recommendations